Hello, this is all the Disney fathers, worst to best. Starting up is the worst fathers. And the worst one is Judge Claude Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's the adopted father to Quasimodo, and at the beginning of the movie, he tried to drown Quasimodo when he was a baby, and then he tries to keep Quasimodo in a bell tower, and forces Quasimodo to call himself ugly, until at the movie's climax, he tried to kill Quasimodo again. Next is Pete from the Goofy movie. He's the father to PJ, and he's very neglectful to him, and he barks out orders to him. Next is Buck Cluck from Chicken Little. He's the father to Chicken Little, and he never supports him, and then he encourages him to lay low, and then he only cares about his own reputation than Chicken Little's well-being. Next is Kerchak from Tarzan. He started out as a nice father to his old child who got eaten by Sabor, and he spends the rest of the movie being mean to Tarzan, and he does apologize to Tarzan at his fate. Next is the Great Prince of the Forest from Bambi. He's the father to Bambi, and then he tries to get Bambi to be like him, and when Bambi keeps on failing, he tries to ditch him to another doe, and then he does show remorse for his actions, and then he does take Bambi in with him. Next is King Agnar from Frozen. He's the father to Elsa and Anna, and they separated them just because that Elsa couldn't control her powers. Now on to the OK fathers. Next is Chief Tui from Moana. He's the father to Moana, and he's very overprotective of her, and he doesn't let her go out to the ocean, and he does redeem himself at the end. Next is Zhao from Mulan. He's the father to Mulan, and he's just like Tui. He's very overprotective of her, and he couldn't let her go out to war. Next is the Sultan from Aladdin. He's the father to Jasmine, and he always tries to find a suitor for Jasmine loads of times, and he never lets her to see what's on the outside of the palace. Next is King Stefan from Sleeping Beauty. He's the father to Aurora, and he didn't protect her well. Next is the king from Cinderella. He's the father to Prince Charming, and then he's just like the Sultan. He always tries to find a princess for Charming to marry him, and he finally gets what he wants. Next is King Triton from The Little Mermaid. He's the father to Ariel, and he's very overprotective of her, and he couldn't let her to go out to the surface, and he does redeem himself at the end. Now on to the best fathers. Next is Maurice from The Beauty and the Beast. He's the father to Belle, and he's an inventor, and when Belle stayed in a car, so Maurice never gives up on her and tries to go back for her. Next is Goofy from the Goofy movie. He's the father to Max, and he wants to spend time with Max, and he does learn his lesson and lets Max do what Max wants. Next is Chief Powhatan from Pocahontas. He's the father to Pocahontas, and he did try to sacrifice John Smith, but he doesn't show malice to Pocahontas. Next is Geppetto from Pinocchio. He's the father to Pinocchio, and when Pinocchio got missing, he spends the rest of the movie trying to look for him, and he never gives up on Pinocchio. Next is Zeus from Hercules. He's the father to Hercules, and he encourages Hercules to be a hero. Next is Archimedes Q. Porter. He's the father to Jane Porter, and unlike Kerchak, he's a beloved father to Jane. Next is Pongo from 101 Dalmatians. He's the father to 99 Dalmatians, and when they got kidnapped, he never gives up on them, and he rescues them. Next is Pacha from The Emperor's New Groove. He's the father to Cha-Cha and Tipo, and he never shows malice to them, and then he always is there for them. Next is James Rogers from The Princess and the Frog. He's the father to Tiana, and he raised her well, and he encouraged her to let her dream come true. And finally is Mufasa. He's the father to Simba, and he teaches Simba the ropes of how to be king, and he never shows malice to Simba. Okay, that's all for now. I'll see you next time, and happy Father's Day. Goodbye!